Imagine waking up 40,000 years ago. You look across a valley, and another group of humans is staring back at you. Not animals, not apes, humans. They laughed, hunted, made tools, and cared for their children just like your family does. For most of human history, we weren't alone. At least 8 different human species shared Earth. Today, there's only one. So what happened? Why are we the last humans standing? When most people think of evolution, they imagine a straight line from ape to modern human. But that's not what happened. Human evolution looked more like a giant family tree. Over the last 2 million years, species like Homo erectus, Homo florensis, Homo naledi, Denisovans, and the famous Neanderthals all walked this planet. Some were tall, some were tiny, some lived in frozen Europe, others survived on tropical islands, and many of them were incredibly intelligent. Neanderthals made sophisticated stone tools. They hunted enormous animals. They controlled fire. They buried their dead. Some evidence even suggests they created art and wore jewelry. They weren't primitive cavemen. They were human, just a different kind. For a long time, scientists thought our ancestors simply fought everyone to extinction. But the truth appears to be far more complicated. Climate changed dramatically during the Ice Age. Forests disappeared. Grasslands expanded. Food sources shifted constantly. Many human species had adapted to very specific environments. When those environments changed, some couldn't adapt quickly enough. Then came another challenge. Around 60,000 to 70,000 years ago, Homo sapiens began spreading across the globe. Wherever we arrived, other human species gradually disappeared. Coincidence? Probably not. But it wasn't necessarily because we were stronger. We may have simply been better connected. We weren't the strongest. We weren't the fastest. We didn't have the biggest brains either. So what made us different? One word: cooperation. Humans didn't survive because individuals were extraordinary. We survived because groups became extraordinary. Thousands of strangers could work together, share knowledge, trade resources, teach children, plan for the future, and build on ideas passed down through generations. This created something no other human species seems to have mastered on the same scale: collective intelligence. Instead of each generation starting over, knowledge accumulated. Stone tools became better. Hunting strategies improved. Shelters evolved. Eventually, civilizations appeared. Here's something surprising. Other human species didn't completely disappear. They became part of us. When modern humans encountered Neanderthals and Denisovans, they had children together. Today, most people with European or Asian ancestry still carry around 2% Neanderthal DNA. Some populations also carry Denisovan genes that help people survive at high altitudes. In other words, they never truly vanished. Part of them is still alive, inside millions of people. So why are humans the only species left? Because survival wasn't about being the strongest or the smartest. It was about adapting faster, sharing knowledge, working together, and sometimes simply being in the right place at the right time. Our ancestors weren't destined to become Earth's only humans. History could have ended very differently. If climate had shifted another way, if one migration had failed, or if another human species had learned to cooperate just a little better, you might be watching this video alongside a Neanderthal roommate. The fact that humans survived wasn't inevitable. It was one of the most unlikely stories evolution has ever written. And perhaps the biggest question isn't why the others disappeared. It's why we didn't.